So a full count, Koffel, first team All-SEC a year ago. 3-2 pitch. Skies it high, going towards the infield. Rohde comes over from first and gets under it. Hit straight down center field. Trickles into Mitchell, but that's going to be a single for Riley Smith to get things started for the Wildcats.
Solid for a coach in the lineup.
Also something to keep an eye out for is Riley Smith, who now makes her way from first to second on the 4 pitches, 4 balls walk from Elkins.
Hill, South Carolina.
And a swing and a miss, and Elkins gets her first strikeout of the ball game. 2 outs and 2 runners on. Could see a really good pitching matchup as that one trickles towards short. Wynn makes the play to Rohde, and that's 3 outs for Charlotte. They get out unscathed. 2 runners left on by Kentucky. Knight on the other end, I mentioned, came from Boston College. Started all 52 games for the Eagles a year ago, hitting .294. Knight grounds one towards second, flipped over, and a quick out for Kentucky. First 4 hitters in Knight, Hoffler, Winters, and Rohde.
Yeah, Hoffler now in her 5th season. It's been an everyday starter since she stepped foot on campus. She'll go down swinging.
Low and just below the strike zone. Winters sends in another ball to make it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Rohde tips the end of the bat high towards right field, but Ebbs is there. And
against Elkins, who stranded a couple runners on in the first.
She sends one high towards left field, and you lose that one in the night. A solo shot for Grace Lorsung makes it 1-0. Kentucky on top.
Yeah, second homer of the day, went deep for a solo shot against Minnesota.
Slow pitch, no swing, and strikeout looking.
Starting at shortstop.
This one goes straight towards Rohde, who was playing in. They make the play at second to send Emmert on. Smith is 1 for 1 on the day, so Koffel will take her base. Tobias now to second. So 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd inning. You mentioned her time at Campbell, Big South 2nd team selection. They really pitched her until she couldn't as it pops up. Getting under it, that's Abby Knight.
Has started every game at third base since she stepped on campus.
Just a junior, but a veteran for this 49ers team. It's a weekend sport, so families always traveling out to these areas. We saw the blue that is the Kentucky Wildcats, tipped by Washington. Keeps the count at battle. And that home run coming from Grace Lorsung in the top of the 2nd. And off-speed pitch. Hasn't stolen a base this season. And another strikeout looking for Vickers.
Starting 3 of 4 games at the Gamecock Invitational.
She sends one high towards center. That won't have enough on it. Hutchins gets under it for the 3rd out. And
Nick, we're about an hour into game time.
that one sent towards center. Drops in front of Mitchell, and Kentucky getting the 3rd inning started. Footwork for the first time today. Grounds one towards second, looking for the double, but Wynn holds off. Takes Sullivan to get the runner out of scoring position, so pretty much stays the same. Followed that up with a solid sophomore year. 45 games and a strikeout for Barefoot. Brings up Emmert, the catcher. Grounds it towards third, picked up. Chansey to first in time for a third out, and Barefoot makes quick work of the Wildcats, keeps this thing at 1-0 here in Charlotte.
49er pitcher, you'd love to see some offense here.
1-1 pitch, grounded towards short. Wynn with some speed, nearly gets there, but the throw's in time for the first school, South Carolina, 7-2. Knight sends it down the first base line, just zips it straight into the glove of Borzilleri. 2 up, 2 down, bringing up. Knight grounded out to get that second out as Hoffler ropes one towards center field, off the wall, gathered, thrown back in a double for Corey Hoffler to get things going for the 49ers.
Yeah, Hoffler.
2-0 pitch from Vickers. Winters gets all of it. Goes to right field. Coming home, Hoffler gets the run to tie this thing up 1-1.
Sue M. Dodger Stadium is allowed, folks. That one ties it up. Lexi Winters picks up another RBI on the year.
For Coach Rachel Lawson in her 17th season as head coach of Kentucky. Chansey grounds one towards short. Almost a high throw, but Borzileri's there, and Charlotte ties things up.
Blanton, Tobias, and Koffel.
Grounds it towards second. Hoffler flicks it to Rohde for the first down. 1 up, 1 down. Playing in a lot right now for Charlotte. It's tipped off the edge of the bat, picked up, Chansey to Rohde. Second out, 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, the Niners shifting there with 3 infielders.
Full pitching away from her, allow her to get on first. Very dangerous player for Kentucky as she's walked for the second time today. 1 more home run and she's eligibility someone has left, but as you mentioned, that starting to go away as it's popped up by Smith. Hoffler dives where it gets under the glove. And 2-1 pitch, Borzilleri towards right field, getting under it. Knight's there. And Kentucky leaves 2 runners stranded. Rare to have that on a Saturday night.
Late here on this Saturday night.
Swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Vickers.
5 or have received votes.
Mitchell singles one, grounds it into left field. Safe at first, and the 49ers with a up. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Dirk sends it high towards right field. Smith bobbles it off the glove. Going over Mitchell. Mitchell thought it was caught, so she didn't even go.
Yeah, that was in very, very shallow right field, so you can't.
At second, and Dirks is there. Garrett sends it towards second. Koffel flips for the out. Dirks out at second. And still 1-2-1. Sends one high, but staying in the infield. Drops in the glove, first out, so 1 up. Coach Lawson looking for a spark. 0-2 pitch, goes high towards left field, drops right in front of Dirks. Coming off the Lexi Winter double. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, Gress. First strikeout of Kentucky, coming in 16th in the NFCA USA Today poll, and a walk, first of the day for Sam Gress. Runners on Second and first in Ebbs and Nesby in that order. High over Hoffler at second. Mitchell gets it. Coming around. Runner comes home. And Kentucky takes the lead over Charlotte. The win over Florida State. 1-2 pitch and a strikeout for Gress. Gets them out of the inning. Kentucky does score to go up 2-1. 3-2 pitch. Low and away for a walk. Knight's gonna take the base. Lucky for them, no other runners on because of the first. She's only one of a handful to be named all SEC first team. Swing and a miss and a strikeout.
Times on the year.
3-2 pitch from Langdon. Popped up, staying in the infield, getting under it. There's Tobias. And a second. But you saw it against Clemson. She can hit it. Knight goes for second. They're in time. Two pitch and another strikeout for Langdon. The freshman gets two in her first inning of work of the day. Leading things off here in the top of the sixth. Koffel, high towards left, diving for it. What a play!
Christina well in the defensive replacement there for London Dirks, laying out the shoestring grab.
1-1 pitch goes high over the head of Gress. Trickles into center field for a hit. Smith showed that in the first game of the year against Florida State as Gress gets the strikeout, looking for 2 outs.
Especially in the top 25.
The throw, not in time, safe on the stolen base, her 6th of the year. Come to get that, and she's out. Saw what we did, and that will end the top of the 6th.
Or take the lead in these later innings.
Swing and a miss. Langdon gets her 3rd strikeout of this game.
And then finish out the Queen City Classic against UNC Wilmington at 12:30.
Low called a ball, and Washington takes her base. Out and a runner on first. Charlotte down by 1 to 14th ranked Kentucky. Here at home, Sue M. Dottridge Stadium, and another strikeout.
Devereaux spent 5 seasons with the 49ers.
1-1 pitch, high. Runner, safe.
And 2 runs driven in.
Swing and a miss. Langdon came in, and she's on a tear. 5th strikeout of the game. For that, they set the record. 85 in a season back in 2022. This one sent high towards left field. Might add another. And they do. Kentucky goes up 3-1 thanks to the freshman Hutchins with the solo shot.
Yeah, that one just inside the foul pole. Goes deep off Gress. Gives Kentucky a little more insurance. Now 3-1.
Charlotte trying to make a walk-off happen. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Goes towards second. Hoffler there. Easy against Memphis, their first home series in American Conference play, American Athletic Conference, where they joined this year. Dinked towards short, wins there, over to Rhodey. And after that solo shot from Hutchins.
The SEC is loaded, Nick.
Unbelievable what that conference has accomplished. Slap hit towards Gress, gets it to Rhodey. And after that solo shot, great defense and great this year. Last year it was the opposite. The bats were what was hot, and the pitching struggled. You mentioned Sam Gress had a very different role. She had to take a lot of the burden as Langdon.
Students trying to extend this game for the 49ers as she wears that one. Gets a runner on for Charlotte in this bottom of the 7th.
New Wynn struck out on a 7-pitch at bat. That one popped up high, stays in the infield. Stay dialed in late in this one. A 3-1 game, bottom of the 7th. Goes low and a walk. Puts Winters on first. Knight moves to second. Runners on first and second, and one now in scoring position. First, Rohde represents the winning one. 1-0 pitch. Rohde goes high towards right field. Is it gone? It's in the glove. And no, it's Charlotte. Gets the win. Walk-off fashion over 14th ranked Kentucky. Rohde continues the hot streak. Goes yard to end it. The 49ers get the win 4-3 over Kentucky.
Make a name for yourself, Charlotte. Another ranked win on the season. First one at home on the year. And Ariana Rohde with her 6th home run on the year. 3-run shot to deep right center field. Great effort by the right fielder at the wall. Thought she may have made the catch, but well over the glove.
With the
Charlotte
way that
victorious.
Lined up there, it really looked like Smith almost made that play, but Rohde just clutch as she's been the past 2 weeks. Gets the win, and what a game.